sportsmanship-wise. You're up by 53 points, and you're still doing onside kick to a team that's clearly is tired. They've got less players on the field.
This reminds me of college football with the score.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Hunter Jinks being a Nick Saban for Alabama and the Roll Tide, Crimson Tide. You don't stop till that whistle blows, till this game's over. You're up 55-3, 56-3. You continue to play the game till it's said and done and finished. As now you've got some new players coming in for the Comets, playing quarterback now, number 17, Jacob Whittington. He's a junior. And he gets a couple up the field to number 81.
10-yard
and it's a first down for the Comets. And on the catch was number 81, the wide receiver of Brandon Cray. Brandon Cray, the sophomore. So it looks like we're bringing in second and third string players now in the game, Brad Tanis.
Well, you would hope so when you're up by 53 points in the fourth quarter.
Well, the hits just keep on coming. As another carry up the field by number 33 for the Comets, picking up a couple on the play. About 4 or 5 yard pickup for Gamel Williams. And actually, it's not Gamel Williams. They're actually saying it's Josh McKee. Number 13, my apologies. Number 13 is Josh McKee. Josh McKee, the running back, senior, carrying up the field there. New quarterback coming in, number 7, number 8, trying to catch it. Number 81, the wide receiver. It's deflected by the defense of the Spartans as your quarterback for the Comets was number 17, Jacob Whittington, trying to get it to 81 of Brandon Cray. It's incomplete, though, Brad.
Yeah, that pass was a little bit too high. He tried to turn around to recover the ball as it was in the air, but it was too far, too gone.
5:16 remaining in regulation. Hang in there, Tanis. We're coming to the end of this one here. We're slowly but surely reaching the finish line. 2nd and 10, ball on the 16. Comets 56, Spartans 3. It's been a massacre here in October in C-Town. Whittington will hand the ball off now. Number 7 for the Spartans on the stop, and that was number 31 with the carry up the field for a few yards of James Taylor, not the singer that sang Game 1 of the World Series the other night. He did an awesome job at Fenway. Just had a squirrel moment, but it kind of made sense. Jamari Jones with the stop. Number 7 of Savion Brown George with the stop for the Spartans. Clayton trying to pound some more points in the end zone. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though, what you talked about, Brad? When is enough, so to speak?
Well, I mean, I guess if they're putting the second and third string in, you're going to want to let them play.
Whittington will hand it off to number 13. He'll get a couple of yards. Number 17, Jacob Whittington, off to number 13 of Josh Mackey, the running back.
He fumbled the ball on the way down, and Triple S almost got a hand in there to recover it, but Clayton falls on it and holds on tight.
Here's something to think about. We're looking at 4th and 13. Comets for the first time in a while are going to go for it or they're going to have to punt. You can tell that this is new breed coming off the field. These are your second and third string players because the pros, the starters, the A team would have probably already put it in the end zone.
Well, actually, they misconstrued it on the sideline. It was actually 4th down. The guy did not flip the marker on the sideline.
Wow. So it is first and 10. My apologies. Okay, so it's the Spartans football, right?
Spartans football right now. They're going to be on it looks like the 19-yard line with a first down for the Spartans on offense.
But again, mind you can tell that that's a second and third string team that just came off the field for Clayton, playing offense or defense, because if it was Clayton in the A team, they would have already put it in the end zone.
And it looks like that number 4 warming up, who earlier had the hamstring injury, if you remember, Wesley, and it looks like he's starting to get warmed up on the sideline to get back in the game.
That's Devontae Whaley. As the Spartans have the ball now. First string Spartans are still in the game. Second and third string Comets are in the game for homecoming. They're getting some licks as the clock. It's so cold I'm getting tongue-tied.
Yes,
as the clock ticks away. 2:40 remaining in regulation. Comets 56 and the Spartans 3. 2nd and 4 with the ball on the 25 coming up. Well, Second and 15 now. Second and 4, I'm sorry.
Fumble.
And a fumble. Comets recover. They're still going to fight for it. They'll stop just shy of the end zone. It'll at least be at the red zone, and first and goal coming up for the Comets.
That has got to be the 8th fumble by Triple S tonight.
What are you saying? That's the 10th.
I've lost count. I don't have enough fingers and toes at this point.
Number 34 for the Comets of Tyler Mason making the steal on the Spartans, and they get the ball back. Clayton is back on the offense one more time, and they are itching closer to the end zone. Number 34, Tyler Mason, the defensive back junior, 5'10", 160 pounds, the man that made the upset stop on the fumble by the Spartans.
I'll tell you what, Wesley, Triple S has got a lot of homework to do for next season at this point.
We're looking at 1st and 9 with the ball on the 9, so it's actually 1st and goal, and they're going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Comets! They still score! Number 24. My apologies. Number 24. Well, we know that name. We've announced him a couple of times tonight. Deshaun Hinton back to the end zone.
Clearly not a backup running back.
Deshaun Henning, running back, sophomore, 5'10", 153 pounds, the rock to the end zone here in C-Town, and they're up 62-3. We're about to see a 60-point game here, as the extra point is good. 63-3 the score. And we are finally under 1 minute of play remaining here in tonight's game.
And it looks like they're just going to run the clock down and end this ball game. But nope, they have stopped at 32. Nope, that's still running.
Clock is going down. Is the damage done? It might be. This game might be over. Coming up, it is the Wooder Apparel postgame show. They've stopped the clock at 19.1 seconds. We'll take a 20-second timeout to thank our postgame show sponsor, Wooder Apparel. That's coming up in 20 seconds.
Wooder Apparel powers teams and athletes around the world by offering the best in customer uniforms at an unbeatable price. Visit WooderApparel.com or give them a call today at 347-850-2720. Build your one-of-a-kind uniform made just the way you want. Wooder Apparel, the #1 shop for custom uniforms and apparel. That's 347-850-2720.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
Well, we're back here on the 3 and Out Sports Network. Coming up, the Wooder Apparel Unforgettables postgame show as we have 19.1 seconds remaining in play. And the damage is done. A 60-point deficit for homecoming night as the Comets have upset the Spartans here in C-Town at Nixon Fowler Stadium. 63-3 the score. 19.1 seconds remaining in regulation. The Comets are not done yet. They're going to knock the ball into play. Here comes the Spartans of George. He's going to carry it up the field. He's going to go up to about the 25-yard line and get taken down. And the clock will tick down as well. 10, 9, to the end. This game is about to be, ladies and gentlemen, an open book, shut case over. The horn blares, the whistle blows, and that's the way the ball game ends. Final score for homecoming 2018 at C-Town. The Clayton Comets 63 and the Triple S Spartans 3. A 60-point win when it's said and done here tonight at Clayton's Nixon Fowler Stadium. Coming up is the Wooder Apparel Unforgettables post-game show. My colleague, Brad Tanis, who did a phenomenal job on color commentary, will be going down on the field. He'll be catching interviews with Coach Mike Parrish of the Triple S Spartans and Hunter Jinks of the Clayton Comets. And then, of course, we'll get our thoughts and wrap things up here tonight for the Comets and the Spartans on homecoming. And then we'll come back again and wrap things up and set the stage for their upcoming games, where they sit in the conference, and so much more. As right now, it is 63-3, the final score as the Comets, boy, they pull an upset, and a big one at that when it's all said and done. I will say that it is good sportsmanship between Clayton and Triple S to at least shake hands, to at least acknowledge one another, coaches, players, and all. Respect on the field after this game concludes. A lot of respect by both players when it's said and done, as when it concludes, a 60-point deficit. Triple S going down 63-60 as this game comes to a closing here. Brad Tanis, my color analyst, has now left the broadcast position. He is somewhere down on the field, and in just a couple of moments, we will try to catch a word with Mike Parrish, the head coach of the Clayton, of our Triple S, the Triple S Spartans.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And then, of course, in addition to that, the Clayton Comets head coach of Hunter Jinks will be down there. And in just a moment, we're going to go down on the field, and we're going to talk to Mike Parrish with Brad Tanis. Brad Tanis is about to catch the words with head coach Mike Parrish on the field here in just a moment. And what's the word down there? All right, understanding that I believe probably the coach, Mike Parrish of Triple S, has declined comment. So a declining comment by Mike Parrish for the Spartans.
Once again, congratulations, Jason, great team.
And you know what? I really can't blame Mike Parrish, the head coach for Triple S Spartans, not really wanting to talk to the players, or not wanting to talk to Brad Tanis down there. Of course, you can see they are definitely exhausted, fatigued, tired, disappointed with the score. 60-point game as the Comets, in celebration on homecoming night, win 63-3 here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. And I'll tell you one thing for sure, Hunter Jinks will definitely want to talk to Brad Tanis, the winning coach in the game here tonight. At 63-3, Hunter Jinks now brings the team of the Comets up to 7-2 for the year. And we will grab an interview here in just a moment. We'll grab an interview with the players, the coaches, of course, Hunter Jinks and a couple of others here in just a moment as they chat things up, talk things up. A big, big win here at Homecoming 2018 for the Clayton Comets. A phenomenal game when it's all said and done, and when it does conclude, when it's all over. The Clayton Comets go 63-3, the final score. And I believe Brad Tanis is down on the field right now. He is standing by with Hunter Jinks.
I'm here with Coach Jinks after a big victory. Coach, what do you say after a big victory like this over Triple S?
Early on, we didn't play sharp, but as we started second half, things started to click. So I was pleased that the players took their coaching from halftime and play like they did in the second half.
Your running game seemed pretty strong tonight's game. What do you attribute the running game being so strong tonight, especially on a cold day like today?
Really, our offensive line. We've got good running backs, but when 6 running backs get a carry and they all get positive yards or good yards, it comes down to the OL, and our OL has been pretty good all season.
Coach, a big team effort all across the board. It looked like you guys were banging on all cylinders: offense, defense, special teams. I mean, what comments do you have coming up the playoff time?
Really, special kickoff we got to get better at. We gave up a kickoff return for a touchdown last week, and then we gave up another big one tonight. And so, when you play teams in the playoffs and they got good kickers, we can't onside it every time. So we got to get better at our kickoff coverage going into the playoffs.
Coach, congratulations. A huge win for you guys here at 3 and Out Radio. We appreciate you allowing us to broadcast out here, and we look forward to seeing you guys come up in the playoff time.
All right, thank you.
Hey, that's Coach Hunter Jinks talking with Brad Tanis again as the game concludes. The winning thoughts of a 63-3 win for the Clayton Comets. They move now to 7-2 on the year for Clayton. 63-3 the score. 7-2 on the season. Conference as well. Move